Well, unsurprisingly, there's Hollywood celebrities that are not happy about Elon Musk buying Twitter. Let's see, there's somebody called Jamila Jamil. This is the problem with modern Hollywood. I don't know who any of them are. That's the thing. Apparently they're celebrities. I've never heard of them. But anyway, actress Jamila Jamil, who is an outspoken leftist and LGBT advocate, reacted by claiming she was done with the platform for good. Let's see, I guess she's in a show called The Good Place, and she has 1 million followers on Twitter, huh? She said, quote, he got Twitter. I would like this to be my what lies here as my last tweet. I fear this free speech bid is going to help this hell platform reach its final form of totally lawless hate, bigotry, and misogyny. Best of luck. So if she's worried about hate, bigotry, and misogyny, that's been there all along. Has she seen what her fellow leftists have been saying about, J.K. Rowling? Or just any woman who goes against any of the woke orthodoxy? They hate anything that they don't agree with, and they hate anybody who doesn't agree with them. And this is the thing with the modern left, is that everything they accuse you of, they do themselves. It's all just projection. Anyway, here's somebody I know, Rob Reiner. Quote, now that Elon Musk is buying Twitter, the question for all of us is, will he allow a criminal who used his platform to lie and spread disinformation to try to overthrow the U.S. government to return and continue his criminal activity? And if he does, how do we combat it? I'm sorry, Rob Reiner, we're not obliged to believe your delusional fantasies about overthrowing the U.S. government, okay? Look, the QAnon shaman was never going to become Speaker of the House, okay, Rob Reiner? A riot is not an insurrection. I'm sorry. These are just bizarre fantasies that you hold in your head. And if he does, how do we combat it? I don't know. Try using some of that free speech that's going to be on Twitter. How about that? Let's see. Marvel star Simu Liu responded to the news of Musk's acquisition by saying, quote, was there nothing better to do with $44 billion? I don't know, restoring free speech to millions and millions and millions of people? I think that's a pretty good use, actually. I mean, I'm sure he would probably prefer that they use the $44 billion to try and paint the moon rainbow or something. I don't know. But I don't know, the restoration of free speech, seems like a pretty good use of the money to me. And it does look like you've got some leftists that are leaving Twitter. Here's the headline, liberals bemoan lost Twitter followers after Musk takeover. First off, if you're leaving Twitter because you don't want free speech, if you're just so opposed to free speech that you're going to leave a social media platform, you're not a liberal. You're an authoritarian leftist. Stop calling yourself liberal, and we should stop calling them liberals. They ain't. But apparently you've got leftists that are quitting the platform. Here's Neera Tanden. She was a Biden nominee and a longtime supporter of Hillary Clinton. Just lost 2,000 followers. Anyone else losing followers? So I guess this is the real tragedy here, is losing the followers. Because very few people with big followings are going to leave. And if they do, it's just going to be basically to get attention, and they'll be back on again. They're not giving up their following. Here's David Hogg. Oh, I thought it was just some really bad takes I posted, but I guess I'm not alone. 3,000 today. Here's Mark Hamill. Weird. I just lost more than 8,000 followers in the last couple of hours. Was it something I said? And check this out here. Exclusive. Over the past 24 hours, Democrats have experienced a significant decrease in followers, while Republicans have experienced a significant increase in followers. So there's definitely some crybabies that are just leaving because they just can't bear the thought of seeing something they may not like. And that's okay. They're allowed to do that. But there were some celebrities that had some more sane things to say. Here's rapper Ice-T. He said, quote, it would be kind of dope if Musk bought Twitter and just shut it off. I think that's actually a fairly sane take. Anyway, he continued, quote, for the record, I'm not on the left or the right, red or the blue. That's gangbanging if you ask me. Hashtag Polititricks. And that's a take I can respect. How about from Ice Cube? He said, free at last. Elon Musk, take off my shadow ban, homie. So there you have it. I mean, this is just the beginning of the salt storm. There are going to be mountains of salt before this is all done. And keep in mind, Elon Musk hasn't even taken over yet. This deal likely won't be finalized for months as it is. It's just the thought that they might lose some of their monopoly on the narrative drives leftists crazy. But people are going to say things we don't like. I think one thing that's affecting them is that because these people all love censorship and they love just shutting down people they don't agree with, they assume everybody's like that. They assume that's what's going to happen on Twitter, is that now the suppression is going to shift from the right to the left. And that is not what Elon Musk is promising here. He's saying that everybody is going to be able to have their say. Of course, there's still going to be rules. There's going to be rules about, calls to violence, that sort of thing. But that's probably another thing they're worried about. That now they may not be able to make calls to violence on Twitter because they might be held to the same standards. I think that's what really terrifies them, is just being held to the same standards. But in any case, yeah, it does appear that some people are actually leaving Twitter, but I don't think they should just leave Twitter. I mean, if they're demanding that dissent be crushed, there's lots of countries they can go to where dissent is crushed brutally. They can go there. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the audio-only version. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. See you next time.